We're going to do a video on the S&P 500 with technical analysis. This is the S&P 500 E-mini futures contract, and we've got a daily chart here for you with a 200-day moving average. We're going to do a weekly as well, and on a different screen I'm going to give you some commentary on an hourly chart. Looking at this daily chart, you can't see it on here because it hasn't updated yet, but the market closed down about 0.25%, not much. It's made a high, a marginal new high, and it is not really anything big to report in terms of its daily range today, the 14th of November. However, the hourly chart, when you look at an hourly chart, it's gone flat. The price is above the 200-day moving average. The 20 and the 5-day moving average on an hourly chart is flat, essentially all the way back since November 11th. So that's a really interesting development that I think does not bode well for the S&P 500 continuing to rally. They're selling the heck out of it. The high today was 4,017-ish, and the low was 3,964, but they sold the heck out of it for a long time across the top range of that 4,017. So I'm of the opinion that the S&P 500 is going to sell off this week. I would expect it to sell down here about the 3,900 level, maybe 3,925. If it gets much lower than that, that's going to be bad news for the S&P 500 in my opinion. If it stops at the 3,900 level, then that's just a normal correction. But if it begins to go a little lower, especially if it does it in the next day or two, that's going to be a little bit, it's going to be a little bit concerning. So we'll have to see what happens. We're looking to catch support here, right here at this green moving average, this 5-day moving average, right at the 3,900 level, and certainly not looking for it to even bump against the red 20-day moving average. So we'll see what happens, but that's what we're looking at. Let's take a quick look at the weekly, and we can see we're above the weekly. This is the close for today. Let me make sure. Yeah, this is close for today, this little tiny little slash here. And again, we put in a marginal new high at 14,017 today. But what you want to do is see this bar probably stop on a correction right here. On a weekly, we shouldn't get below this 38.85. So I'm going to stick with my 4,000. Is a good area for it to correct this week. It really shouldn't go much lower than that if it's going to continue to go higher. The object of this is to finish its declines completely, correct, stay within a reasonable range for overbought, oversold, and then to continue to rally up. If it doesn't do that, and this high here that we put in today is the new high, this 4,017. If that marks a new high here, then we'll start to see some serious sell-offs down here and get into the low 3,800s. We'll have to see. It's obviously, you're talking about next week, I would suspect, before you saw that, if you see it. But this is going to be a very important week to see if the S&P 500 is going to rally even higher and get up close to 41 or even the 4,200 level. So we're going to see. It's got to hold up, and it can't correct probably really more than 4,000 if it's going to do that. That's what I've got for you for the S&P 500 today. You can get access to all of our algorithmically generated entry prices. We've got quite a few at rbamresearch.com. We cover the S&P 500 every morning by 7 a.m., but you can get access to it at after 6 p.m. usually if you try it early. There's a link in the description below. You get a 14-day free trial, no credit card required. You can go over there, put in your email address, and get instant access to the S&P 500, crude oil, gold, and T-bond futures, the major forex pairs, and the most liquid stocks. Crypto has currently been put on hold until the crypto market straightens out. All for entertainment purposes only. Can't use our information for anything other than entertainment, including the commentary and entry prices. You should always do your own analysis, and you definitely trade at your own risk. If you like these videos, you'd like one custom made for you on stocks, forex, or futures, you can follow a separate link that's in the description below, and we will make one for you and email it to you. It's all self-explanatory on that page. Just follow the link. You'll see it in the description. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want to subscribe, please do that as well. And if you have a great comment for us, please leave it in the comment section below.